It's got the sauce and the mozzarella. Welcome back to Alabama Cooking. I'm Chef Lorious, and today in the Love Lab, we're making chicken parmesan with a creamy white parmesan sauce. I know it sounds a little crazy, but trust me, I would never steer you wrong, fam. Come on in the kitchen, let's cook. Okay, fam. So guys, we're gonna get started with our chicken. Today I'm using 5 chicken breasts here, and there's a little bit of seasoning on them because I bought the kind from the store that come technically pre-seasoned, but y'all know that they ain't got no flavor on them. Okay, I'm gonna get the oil heated up here because we are going to not really fry these. We're gonna kind of in between fry and saute them, so we want a little bit more oil than just if we were doing a simple saute, but we're really not trying to fry them. You with me? Okay, I'm gonna trust that you're with me on that. And we're gonna season these chicken breasts up, and then we're going to use kind of that dry hand, wet hand method, but y'all know me and methods don't tend to go very well. So I'm just going to, well, let's just watch and see what happens. All right, first, even though this chicken, like I said, they say they seasoned it, but you know, come on now. All right, we're gonna start with some salt on here. Okay. Salt, and then we're gonna get some garlic powder going on here. You don't need a ton because there is something on it, but there's gonna be a lot of seasoning into these breading layers we put on. So don't worry, you don't have to get it all right here. And some fresh black pepper. There we go, looking good. This oil is heating nicely. I'm gonna pat that in a little bit, just like so. Flip these over, season the other side. Okay, so let's go back again. A little bit of salt. I put the salt like this in my hand because I don't want to touch my chicken hands in the salt and then contaminate the salt. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be touching chicken and touching everything else at the same time. It don't work. You know, you got to kind of pick what you're gonna touch. If you're gonna touch chicken, you gotta stick with chicken. Okay, there's that, and some more pepper. Okay. And we're gonna also season our flour. I've got just some regular flour here. To this flour, I'm gonna add the rest of this garlic powder. Well, almost the rest of it. Alrighty. And I'm also gonna add some salt. Okay? And you know what? For good measure, let's put some fresh black pepper in there too. Just so that the 3 of them, you know, everybody don't have to be, nobody's lonely. Alright, now we're gonna mix these together like so. Just get that in there so we've got a layer of flavoring on this coating as well. Here we've got egg with a little bit of water in it, so it's an egg wash. And this is our top coating, which is panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. So I wanted you to see them separately. And I'm gonna combine the Parmesan in with the breadcrumbs. And this is just gonna start off layering that flavor. Y'all, see how I mix that in? I highly recommend you use grated Parmesan here, okay? If all you have is shredded, the world's not gonna come to an end, okay? My pastor used to say, God's not gonna fall off the throne, but I highly recommend that you try to use grated. Okay, here's the process, right? Into the flour first, all right? From the flour into the egg. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit because I'm starting to feel it, okay? And in the egg, we're gonna turn it both sides. This is what's gonna help that top coating stick, and then we put it right here into our panko and Parmesan, all right? Like so. I'm gonna turn it over a little bit, get it covered nicely. See there? And I'm even gonna pat it so that these pieces get really, I want that panko and that Parmesan all over it. All right, and then from there, I'm just gonna kind of put them in this dish is like Our Lady in Waiting. Okay, so I'm gonna get all of these ready. and then I'm going to fry them. The reason I'm getting them all ready first is because this is not my first rodeo. And I have learned what happens if you try to go one by one and then, you know, get them ready as you go. Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you exactly what happens. You know what happens? You ready? You listening? This is what happens. You end up burning something because they get done fast and you're not ready for the next one. So we're just gonna go one at a time and get them all ready. All right, as soon as I get these ready, we'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've got all of my chicken breasts in their panko coating. See how I got it in there nice and firm on each one. And I want you to also notice, I should have shown you this earlier, these chicken breasts are not super thin and they're not super thick. And that's very important. If you get the super thin ones, you know, it's a thin slice, you're not gonna have anywhere to go with this because it has to finish in the oven and they're gonna be done as soon as they're gonna hover over the skillet and be done, okay? So just get kind of medium. And if you get the thick ones, cut them in half so that it's not over thick. Make sense? I knew y'all had it. I have the best audience in the world. All right, we're gonna test this oil. I'm gonna use this little breadcrumb here. Oh, it's sizzling. That means we're ready to go. All righty. So we're gonna take our chicken. We're gonna start to put these in there. We're not trying to necessarily cook them all the way, but they're gonna get golden brown and be very close to done. Then after they finish cooking and they're golden brown like we like them, we're gonna put them over here on this tray, and then we're gonna put mozzarella on them, and then we're gonna go into our white sauce. So I'm telling you, the white sauce is everything. Okay, let's get back to the chicken. I'm sorry, I done jumped ahead, y'all. Lord, I'm excited. What's new, right? I'm so glad y'all love me because I just have fun. You know, when you find your thing, you got your thing. Okay, back to the chicken. So you see how it's cooking up here. I've got it in olive oil. Again, not enough olive oil to fry it, but more than you would need to just saute it. And we're just trying to get it golden brown. Watch your temperature because if it gets too hot, then it'll start to burn these breadcrumbs and this cheese and you don't want that. We don't need that negativity. Okay. All right, let's take a peek. Okay, I shouldn't take a peek. I want to take a peek, but I shouldn't take a peek. It's too quick to take a peek. I'm so excited for this meal. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. See? Let's look. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's all golden brown and everything. I love food. I do. Okay. Woo! She said, turn me over. She said, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Woo! Hold on. There we go. See that? Look how pretty that is. You saw how my skillet was trying to dance with me? Look. See how pretty that is? That's what we want. Beautiful golden brown, okay? We're gonna let these cook on this side a little bit. We'll take them off, put them there, and then we will finish the others. And we're on our way. All right, our chicken is all done. Look how pretty that is. It's all nice and golden. These are not 100% done, but they're really close. We'll finish this dish in the oven, and that's when they'll finish cooking. So I'm gonna get these ready to go in the oven, and I'm gonna make our sauce. So we're gonna top these with some mozzarella cheese, and this is fresh sliced mozzarella. I highly recommend that you buy fresh mozzarella, okay? Don't get the fake stuff. This is one of those times when splurge, get the ball of the real mozzarella, because trust me, your chicken and your family will all thank you, okay? There. All right, so this looks good. You got that? All right, one little piece here, put this over here. Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna put this on the broiler, okay? Broil for about 450 degrees or so for about 10 minutes. You just want that cheese to melt and that chicken will finish cooking. Don't go too high though, like 500 or something like that, because then it's just gonna turn a mess, okay? You're just gonna get these black burnt spots of mozzarella. But I would say go about 400 or 450 and give it time so it can melt down nicely. And while it's doing that, we're gonna make our sauce. While our chicken is in the oven, finishing getting all prettied up, we're gonna start on our sauce. What I have here is just a nice regular old pan, okay? Put a little olive oil in the bottom of this, get the heat going, and what we're gonna do is make a creamy Parmesan sauce. Now what's cute, wait a minute y'all. I almost forgot the Parmesan. I said creamy Parmesan, the wheel started turning, said, where the Parmesan? Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta be me. I can't be nobody else. All right, we're gonna start with a little bit of olive oil we've got going here, and we're gonna put some garlic cloves in there, okay? We're not gonna try to burn these garlic cloves. We just wanna start releasing a little bit of flavor into this olive oil. See that? When you start to smell it, it's time to move on, okay? So get that going in there, and what we're gonna do is add a little bit of flour, because this is gonna be our thickening agent. Now, if you don't want to add flour and go for a roux, the way you make this cream sauce, oh, I smell it this time. That's okay, you don't have to use flour. In fact, because we're gonna use heavy cream, you can actually just let the heavy cream continue to cook and thicken. But I'm sometimes a little impatient, and I want my food ready when my food is ready, and I also like thickening my sauces with flour, and I'm not keto, so amen. All right, I'm gonna put about 2 good tablespoons in there of flour. And again, you're gonna start to just stir this around so that the flour can absorb all of the fat from that oil. You see there? This is what you wanna do. And it's important to do this at this stage because this is how you'll ensure that you don't have lumpy gravies or lumpy sauces. All right, now that this is looking good, see that? Check the heat a little bit. Now we're gonna start to add the creams. Now I'm using heavy cream today. All right, I'm gonna add the heavy cream in here. Now, heavy cream is very rich, okay? So if heavy cream is too rich for your family, what you can also do is you can use half and half, or you can just use regular whole milk. Either one is an option, okay? Now, I just like heavy cream though because I like the taste of it. And I gotta tell you how I actually ended up starting into this creamy Parmesan sauce on my chicken parm. If you watch me for a while, you know I talk about it. Me and tomato sauces don't get along, okay? You know, the acid reflux situation. And it's been a constant problem. When I was a little girl, it used to bug me. And it wasn't until I got to be an adult that I realized, I was like, hold up, I have acid reflux from that. So I started trying different things. I've come up with some ways to help with my red sauces. I have some other videos on how to cut down on the acidity. But I tried one time at a restaurant, a chicken parm, and I had them put a cream sauce on it, a Parmesan Alfredo-like sauce, instead of a red sauce. And my husband the first time looked at me and went, what? And he tried it, and I'm telling you now, that's about all we'll order if we're doing chicken parm. So as with everything I love at a restaurant, I come home and make it better. And that's how this recipe came about, and that's why I do cream sauce. And you know what? Ever since I've been doing it like this with the cream sauce, my stomach doesn't get upset when I eat chicken Parmesan. Well, amen. All right, now while this comes to a boil, we're also gonna get ready to add into this some chicken broth. I've got here a cup of water and my concentrated chicken broth. And this is really important as well to cut down on the richness. If you make this sauce with only the cream, it's gonna be very rich, and your stomach, this is not acid reflux, but you know, your stomach might not be so fond of you, okay? And it's nothing you can really do about it. And if you're slightly lactose intolerant and you do nothing but a cream sauce, it will not be well with your soul. It will not, okay? All right, so you see how this is starting to boil and it's thickening? This is what should happen. And you got those chunks of garlic in there. I don't know if you can see them. We're gonna add in our water. That's gonna cut down on the richness. I usually go 3-to-1 as the standard ratio with that, meaning 3 cups of cream or 3 cups of milk and 1 cup of water. And here's my chicken broth concentrate. That way the water doesn't just dilute the flavor. We still want it to taste good. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh. The magic is happening. It's happening. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, once this gets to a good boil, what we're gonna do is add in our Parmesan. Again, we're gonna be using grated Parmesan because we want it to melt in here. I'm gonna hit this with a little garlic powder as well. Because it's here in front of me, I might as well, amen? Amen. All right, now, to the parm. This is about 1.5 cups or so. You go as heavy as you need to go. You know what you need to do for you and yours. Now, watch this. You see how it starts to cook up a little bit? Be careful, watch your temperature. You see how I picked that up just a little bit? See that? Okay, I picked it up a little bit and I turned the heat down, okay? Because this is a cream, it's gonna do some bubbling like that, all right? So just keep an eye on it. Don't go too fast. Slow it down. I'm turning my heat down some more, okay? Slow it down. Keep stirring so nothing sticks to the bottom. See how that's under control now? That's what you wanna do, okay? Keep an eye on it. If you step away from it, it's gonna pop up again because it's a cream sauce. But it's very important to continue stirring. That ensures that your cheese is melting evenly, and it also ensures that nothing is sticking. Now you're thinking, how come I didn't add any salt? Parmesan cheese is quite salty, my friends. And you might want to always give it a chance to do its thing before you do more of your thing. All right, I am going to hit this though with some black pepper. There we go, just a little bit. And we're going to continue to stir. Just keep stirring. It's like Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming. Just keep stirring. Just keep stirring. Gently though. Don't do that old, that old church mother stir. Don't do that. This is not that type of party, okay? This is a gentler stir. You see? There you go. Turn that heat down a little bit more. And you see how it's starting to thicken up even more? That's exactly what we want to have happen. And a little tip for you. Take a spoon, put it in, and when your sauce coats the back of your spoon evenly, it's ready. So this is coating, but I don't like this is coating, looks good. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes just to let the flavors intensify. I can give a few more minutes. But that's your key. You want that coating. Ooh, oh, I just caught a whiff of the parm. Lord Jesus, this is good. Okay. You see I saved a little bit of parm here. I saved that to sprinkle on the top of my chicken, make it look pretty. All right, guys. This sauce looks amazing. I'm gonna go get the chicken out of the oven. We're gonna top it and it will be time to eat. Well, guys, look at this. Our chicken has come out of the oven. It is hot. I'm gonna use my oven mittens to show you. Look how beautiful that is. Our cheese is melting. And again, put more mozzarella on there if you want to. Honey, do your thing, okay? No judgment here. I'm gonna take this little piece right here and put it on this plate. Oh, let me slow down and get my order of operations right. First, I'm gonna take this sauce and I'm just gonna put a little on the bottom, like so. Of course, you can have noodles with this or something, I'm not anti-noodle. I'm just pro-meat. Ooh, this looks so good. Get this one, put it right there. Ooh, slipped a little. Did you see that? Did y'all see that? It's the goodness. Then we're gonna top it with some more of this sauce, like so. Oh, and hit it with a little dab of parsley. Look at that. I'm trying to tell y'all, that right there, that is it. I cannot wait to taste, y'all. Here we go. It's like Christmas. Okay, hold on, let me put it down here and cut it, because I don't want to make a mess. I've actually kind of made it through this video without making a fool of myself, which I was worried about because I love this meal so much. Look at that chicken, and it's got the sauce and the mozzarella. It don't get no better than that. It's almost like I wonder if the red sauce was a problem for me, so I could discover what would happen if you put a creamy Parmesan sauce with it. Who knows? The Lord works in mysterious ways, his wonders to behold. But I've accepted the assignment, and I bring you chicken Parmesan with a creamy, what was it called again? Y'all, it's good. I'm enjoying the food so much I can't talk, and you know that means it must be good because this mouth can always run. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time right back here in the Love Lab for more Alabama cooking with Chef Lorious. That's me. Happy cooking. Tear this up.